I was so fucking sick. Like, oh my God. It was just like the medicine, you know, was moving through, and she rocked me. Hello, my love. Welcome back to my channel. And you ready to go on a ride? Because I am really excited for this video for many reasons, because this video is walking you with me on my most recent experience with ayahuasca. So I sat in my 4th ceremony, and in this video, you're going to see my journey. You know, I filmed a couple days before, like what was coming up for me emotionally, what was going on. I filmed the day of, obviously didn't film in the ceremony because fucking can't, duh. And then I filmed afterwards, like my experience right after. I'm kind of fucking loopy, it's funny though, funny to me. And then my recap afterwards, after I've had a couple days to process. So before getting into like this experience, I just wanted to kind of talk about my journey with plant medicine, and also say, and I know I mentioned this too, but I have also recorded 2 other podcasts of my other ayahuasca experiences. It's called Meeting Mama Aya, which is my first experience. The first 2 ceremonies I sat back to back. And then the other episode, or the other podcast, is called Ayahuasca Part 2. Those are beautiful resources. I know a lot of people, when they are interested in ayahuasca, they want to ask questions. And I know for me, like before I sat in ayahuasca, I was like watching all the YouTube videos and just trying to find all the information I could, because I wanted to like learn or like hear other people's experiences, because it made me feel more comfortable. So if you're interested in hearing about it, I share my full experience about those, as well as this video. I'm gonna like kind of like walk you through what's going on for me, like what happened in the ceremony and all of that kind of stuff. But so as I've shared on my channel before, I was addicted to cocaine, Adderall, and Xanax for about 5 years. And while, you know, some of those years were really, really intense, in 2020 and the end of 2019, I knew that I needed to make a decision and change my life. As far as like, I was done partying. Like, I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Like, I'm taking 5 steps forward in my life and in my business and my growth, and then I fucking knock myself off my horse every time that I party, because it wasn't like oh, I'm just gonna have a glass of wine. It was like, let me fucking snort 2 grams of fucking cocaine and 3 bottles of wine. Like, that's not healthy. That's poisoning my body. It's numbing my body. That is running away from my life, you know? And so 2020, I decided to do Sober 2020, and not knowing that that decision would change me in such a profound way. I honestly wanted to do Sober 2020 because I was like, I need to see how much momentum I can have without like the occasional like partying setting me back kind of a thing. So last year in 2020, summer is what led me to Combo. And a lot of stuff happened for all of us in 2020, but in the summer of 2020 for me, there was a lot of stuff going on with like, you know, clubs being closed, a lot of my really close friendships, like one of my best friends and me, like our relationship was completely severed, like so fast. I had a fucking huge falling out with my dad. My aunt moved out of it. Like, so much stuff was going on for me, and I just wasn't feeling good. And so it all led me to Combo. And Combo, my tattoo, my warrior tattoo. And sitting with Combo, I sat with Combo 10 times. There's like, I have like scars too. You can kind of see the scars there a little bit. See those ones? Those are all my Combo scars. And then I got it, this is what it looks like after I got it tattooed. Warrior. Anyways, the lady who serves me Combo, she's sat in ayahuasca many, many, many times. And so Combo opened my eyes to plant medicine. And so in April of this year, right before my 32nd birthday, I sat in my very first ayahuasca ceremonies. And then in July I sat, and then just recently I sat again. And I wish everyone could do ayahuasca. I know it's not for everyone, and that's okay. I feel like if you feel called to do ayahuasca, like, listen to that and follow that. And I hope that this YouTube video provides some insight. I mean, this is my experience and I'm sharing my experience with it. And yeah, so if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, share this video with someone that might be interested in ayahuasca. And I hope that you enjoy this vlog. Aho. So it is Saturday evening, Saturday, December 4th. And my ayahuasca ceremony is on Monday. And I really wanted to just try and document the process as much as I can, or document like what's going on in my brain and my heart and my emotions and my soul leading up to it. I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about what's coming up for me right now and like what's going on in my life, and or rather like what I'm struggling with. I don't even like saying that word, but what I'm working through, what I'm processing, better words. So I sat in ayahuasca 3 times, and the first time I was like terrified, and and they say to set an intention before you go into the ceremony. And so my intention was to merge my soul back to wholeness, and like I was really open, and like find and like give me answers around a partner. And while my experience was so beautiful, listen to the podcast episode, a lot came in around like mother love, and I had a huge thing with my sister and all that kind of stuff. Like nothing came through about like a partner, like a husband. And then the second night, same thing, like nothing came. The second night was a lot of like, I felt very like sexual priestess goddess energy kind of stuff. But again, I felt like my question wasn't answered. And of course, like ayahuasca always gives you exactly what it is that you need, always. But I kind of felt like she gave me a beautiful experience, but I didn't get what I was looking for, like my answer. I was in, my last relationship was 5 years ago now. I was in a relationship, we were engaged, I called the wedding off, but I stayed with him for like fucking 4 more years after that. Anyways, I've been single for 5 years, and during that time, during the last 5 years, I have had my fair share of like fuckboy experiences, or attracting people who weren't available. They weren't emotionally available. They weren't available because they were in relationships. And so part of me subconsciously was attracting these unavailable people, because at some level I didn't feel safe to be in a relationship, and I didn't feel I was just attracting these certain people, lots of lessons. But like never like really dated anyone, just kind of like hooked up with people and then caught feelings, and then they would like run away. Which in hindsight, it's obviously like everything, I do know that everything works out for your highest and best good always. And like everyone's like, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Like when you don't need someone, they'll show all of those things, is what I've done. I teach on manifestation, feelings and emotions and mindset, and I've done so much work around all of that. And so there's a lot like going on for that. And anyways, so in July, I had another ceremony. I recorded another podcast. You can listen to that. But my intention for that one was to please offer me a new perspective on my love life, because, okay, if I'm not going to get an answer, like a straight out answer, like I just want an answer, like, is it going to happen in this lifetime? Or is that not my soul's journey? And if it's not my soul's journey, then I'd rather just know, so I can just accept it and like move on,
because it's like I've all the work and all the growth and all, like I built this huge business, huge for me. I mean, I guess according to whom, whatever. I've done so much in myself, in my career, in my life, and I'm just like, you know, I go through periods like, what more do I need to do? Or, you know, like feeling like not good enough. Like when I deal with guys who I like and then they like, it's not reciprocated. It's like, why? What am I doing wrong? Or like, why am I not good enough? You know, that kind of stuff comes up, which I know is not true, but so I asked for a new in July, I asked for a new perspective on my love life, and it was a very interesting experience. I got a new perspective, but I remember in that ceremony like saying to ayahuasca, like, I'm mad, like I am really mad about not having a partner or not, you know, being so lonely for so long. And she said, so be mad. And I'm like, right? Like not giving me an answer. So maybe that is my answer. Anyways, I go through waves of being fine with it. Like it doesn't matter. Like I'm busy, I'm good. And then I go through waves of like a lot of sadness, and I'm on a fucking wave right now. So I don't know, I'm on my period too. I'm gonna do ayahuasca. It's around the holidays, like, but I'm just really sad, to be honest. And it's like, I was thinking about like, what's my intention? And it's like, of course I want to ask, like, is it going to happen? Like, can I get an answer? Like, what more do I have to do? And I know it's not, you don't ever have to do more. It's about being more. Like, be the person. And then the person will come. Like, I get it. Like, I know how manifestation works. You know? But, like, there's some fucking block. There's some block for me in regards to a relationship, and it makes me really sad and my heart hurts. And so I want to ask, like, is it gonna happen? But like, I know I'm not gonna get a fucking answer. Yeah, I'm just sad. I just feel so alone. Like I'm a lone wolf in my life, in my family, in everything. So perhaps my intention will be to heal my heart. I know it's going to be a beautiful experience. And it's coming at a great time. I'm just sad.
So it is Sunday afternoon, and I'm getting ready right now to go and work a shift before ceremony tomorrow. I'm feeling not as emotional as I was yesterday. I was having a rough one yesterday, whew, as you saw. But I'm feeling emotional, so that's that. My friend Corinne, so I went to my friend's, Corinne is the one who did the retreat, and it was like in Julian, in July, and it's her shaman who I was introduced to, who I'm sitting with tomorrow. And I initially, when I scheduled this, I asked Corinne if she wanted to come. She's pregnant right now, actually. She's due in February. So she's not drinking. But I asked if she could come, maybe if her husband wanted to drink. I don't think he's coming. But she's gonna be there tomorrow, which is so awesome. She's like a earth angel. And like at her retreat, obviously she was pregnant, so she didn't drink, but she sat and like held space and supported. She's a coach. She did my master practitioner training with me. When I had mentor coaches in my company, she was one of the mentor coaches for the Rich Method. So needless to say, she is a trained professional in coaching and supporting, and she sat in ayahuasca multiple times as well. So she's going to be there tomorrow, which I didn't know if she was going to be or not for sure, but she texted me yesterday that she was, and I instantly felt like relief and safety. Not that I didn't feel safe. Of course I felt safe, but I don't know. It's just something, I don't know. She's just like she's an earth angel. And I just felt like comfortable knowing there's going to be more support. Also because not like I have to do anything in the ceremony except have my experience, but my friend Stephanie is going to be joining. And it's her first time, and whenever it's like someone else's first time, like obviously like they probably need a little more support. I don't know. No, that it's not my job to do that, but I just really like the fact that Corinne's gonna be there. But anyways, I texted her this morning and I was like, I'm really nervous. Like I'm extra nervous. We just chatted a little bit. She's just like, surrender to the process, let whatever comes out, comes out. I'm like, yeah, I'm still nervous though. Because I know like how intense this is. And I've just been so emotional. Like I've been crying today too. So I'm nervous, but I almost wanted to be like, I'm not gonna do it. But I would be so mad at myself if I pulled out. It's like not my style. And also, every single time I've ever done something that like makes me scared or pushes me outside my comfort zone, like I am always so grateful I did it. And every time I've ever done ayahuasca, it's like the most beautiful experience I've ever had in my whole entire life. So I'm just gonna breathe, trust, surrender. I chose this. This is only temporary. That's what you have to do the whole ceremony. Is like breathe into it, trust, surrender. I chose this. I chose this. I said a lot. I chose this. I chose this. I chose this. It's not forever. Because you're literally in another fucking dimension. Or perhaps you're in the dimension that you always are. You just have access to it. Ayahuasca. So anyways, just want to check in how I'm feeling and we'll be back. It's 6:05, 6:06 a.m. day of ceremony. It's Monday, December 6th. And today's the day. I'm really excited and curious, and I'm open, and I'm a little scared, and that's okay. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna go in with so much love and honor and reverence to ayahuasca, into the ceremony. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna be open for whatever healing. She knows best. She knows better than I do. So I'm just gonna trust and I'm gonna surrender and I'm gonna be open to the healing because it's so beautiful. So we have to fast. I have to fast. Like you're supposed to fast before the ceremony, so that way the medicine can like start working sooner. Also for like the purging reasons. And I actually have to go. I have to get blood work done today. So I was like, kill two birds with one stone, because the blood work has to be fasting as well. And normally I get up in the morning and I drink coffee like right away. So I'm gonna leave here in about an hour and a half to go get my blood drawn. I went to a naturopathic doctor just because of everything that's going on with like my hair loss and like my, health stuff. I wanted to go to a naturopath and get like blood work done, labs, and just see what's going on just to be healthy. And so I'm going to go do that here in an hour and a half. And then after that, because the blood work has to be fasted. So after that, I'm going to have, because the ceremony's early. The ceremony, we start at 2, and normally they start like later on at night. So normally it's okay to eat like breakfast. I think I'm going to see how I feel, but if I'm going to eat anything, I'm going to eat something very small. no coffee today. Yeah, but I might just eat like a little something right after I get my blood work drawn, so that way there's enough time before the ceremony.
Okay, lay your arm up across this.
Okay.
Look at that. Relax your hand.
How many vials? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yep.
8. That's a lot. Okay, so I just finished getting my blood drawn, and I am gonna go eat something. I'm gonna just go get something to eat, like quickly, so that way there's enough time. It's like 8:30, 12:30, so it'll be good. There'll be like 6 hours pre-ceremony. So I'm gonna go get a little snack. Yeah, and I'll be back. I got so much time. I don't really want to dig into work today. So, came to the beach, Sunset Cliffs. I've done lots of photo shoots here in this area. It's Sunset Cliffs. And during COVID, like since nothing was open, every day I would do a little drive. And I would come down here, and there's this road, and it just goes like along this whole like line. It's pretty long, so I drive, and from my house to like drive this and then drive back and then go back, it's like about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. So that was like my COVID, like a little COVID drive, and most of the time I would go cry, but I just love it. I love going to the beach here to just be by the water, and I don't know, I love it. Like, I come here when I need to ground in. I came here. I remember when I hit my first 10K month in my business. It was actually a 16K month. I went from 8 to 16. And I was like so excited, and I came and I was just like so excited, like absorbing it in. I remember I came here after the last time I did cocaine too. Like, I knew it was gonna be the last time, and I like made a commitment to myself. I was like, I'm never doing cocaine ever again in this lifetime. Like, I'm done. And I haven't done it since. That was actually on my 31st birthday. Was the last time I ever did cocaine. Cocaine. Used to have a problem with that. Big problem. Until one day I just decided not to. When I did my sober 2020. Anyways, so I'm just gonna do a little intention setting, grounding in, and gonna go home. I'm gonna shower, wash my hair. I like to be clean for the ceremony. Then Stephanie's gonna come over to my house, and then we're gonna head on over there together. Okay, just showered. Now I'm all squeaky clean, washed my hair. I'm all clean. I'm getting nervous. But also, at the same time, I'm getting more nervous as it gets closer, but I'm also like more relaxed into it. More surrender. What time is it right now? I don't even know. Okay, it's 10:53 a.m. Normally ayahuasca ceremonies are at night also, but he does them in his garage, so we're able to start at like 2 o'clock today. So who knows how long the ceremony is going to be? Maybe till, who knows, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I'm just packing, getting ready. So this is what I'm going to wear. I think these are just, so you want to wear comfy sweats because it's like night, and I don't like tight restrictive clothes. Every time before in the ceremony, I had like a crystal necklace on, but I took it off right away because I didn't want anything around my neck because I want it like loose. And I've worn these pants every single time I've ever done a ceremony. They say to wear white, but it doesn't really matter. I used to have a white RAINMAKER loose tank top, but it got fucked up in the fucking dryer and broke, like the straps broke. So I'm gonna be wearing this one because it's soft restrictive, no bra, because it's like I need no restriction. And then I'm gonna wear this. My medicine woman who serves me combo gave this to me as a gift before my first ceremony. I wear it on my wrist, and she said, anytime that you need to like ground back in, just remember you can just touch your bracelet, touch your wrist, come back into your body, which was so helpful. So I always wear this as well. I'm gonna wear this sweatshirt. Probably not during the ceremony because that's gonna get real hot, but I'll keep it next to me in case, because I get hot, cold. Probably not gonna wear this until after, because afterwards you wanna be like super comfy. So I'm packing my bag here for the ceremony also. So I'm going to be bringing this, and I'm bringing an eye mask, because after you drink the medicine, I like to put this on, and then you just lay back and go night / go on a journey. So I always like to have this to help me keep my eyes closed. I'm bringing an extra pair of clothing. So an extra tank top and an extra, super comfy sweatpants. Because, you know, I always bring an extra pair of clothing just in case, because to be honest, you never fucking know what's going to happen. There is purging. So, you know, just like to be prepared in case there's any sort of an accident. I'm good to go and comfortable. I don't foresee one, but I always like to bring one just in case. So he's going to have mats there for us on the ground for all of us to lay on, which I'll show you. But so then I also bring like a pillow. I don't know if I need to bring a pillow, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, because like, why not just like bring it? So I'm going to be bringing this pillow, and then I'm going to bring both of these blankets. This blanket is like super, it's soft, but it's super duper lightweight. And this one's a little bit heavier. Again, like during ayahuasca, it's like, I'll be super hot and then cold and super hot and cold. And then I'll put a blanket on, and maybe it's too heavy and I don't want that on, or maybe this is like not enough pressure and I need more pressure. So just based on my previous ayahuasca experiences, this is what I like to bring and pack. So I'm prepared. Oh, and also my water bottle. Been drinking water all day, staying hydrated. So going to be bringing that as well. Okay. Here we go.
We're off. Mama Aya. I'm gonna go play with my friends. I don't know who, but I do know them. It feels familiar, but also scary. And I'm just ready to just get it going.
Yeah, I'm ready
to just
get it.
Anticipation of like,
yeah,
what's gonna happen. Yeah,
I just did like a 20-minute meditation before you got here, and I felt like I started crying. I felt like I was already in the ceremony. I've been burping. And
oh my god, I almost like threw up a burp.
She's working through you, because a yawn, a laugh, poop, puke, it's all purging. So I've been burping all day, and I'm like, she's already working.
Twice, literally this morning, I was like, oh.
Big burps for nothing.
I felt like something was gonna come up.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that wasn't fun.
Yeah. What's your intention? Have you thought about that? Do you have an intention going in?
Mostly just to have more clarity of like what I'm doing, because right now I kind of feel like I know what I want to be doing, but I just need like that like extra, this is it. Extra clarity around your life. Yeah. Yeah. And also this morning, if you want to share, you woke up, and what was your scale of emotions? Excited and nervous. And also, fuck this shit. Oh yeah. I forgot. I was like, what was wrong? That's okay. I was so grumpy. She was grumpy girl. She said, fuck this shit. Yeah. Fuck this shit. Like, I didn't ask to be here. Yeah, you did. I did? You asked to be here. That's why you are here. Oh. In this human form. You'll learn. Damn it. Okay, so we're going to give a recap when we're done here. Okay. Okay, see ya on the other side. Action. So we're going... It's 12:29. You can show that. 12:29. And here we go. We are driving. We are en route to our location for our ayahuasca ceremony. And how you feeling? I'm emotional. I feel really emotional. I feel a little anxious, nervous. All day I've been going back and forth from feeling
like anxious to nervous to calm to surrendered to excited, like the whole scale of emotions I have been going back and forth on. I've been like, maybe I don't have to do it, you know, like maybe I won't. Yes, you will. So kind of like going back and forth on that, trying to tell myself, be like, get your fucking warrior spirit on, man. Be a warrior. You're a brave woman. Because let me tell you, you have to be a brave human to do ayahuasca. So I'm just gonna channel my fucking warrior vibes. And I'm nervous.
And your intention?
My intention, yeah, I recorded like on 2 nights ago. I've kind of been tracking my journey on like how I've been, just what's been coming up for me. And I recorded on Saturday. I was like crying for like 7 minutes in the video, just like so sad because, and I was re-listening to my podcast last night of my journey just to kind of like tap back in. And you know, like each journey, my intention has been around like calling my love in, like what do I, give me lessons on what I need to do to be a better person, or what the fuck ever to like bring my person in. Like, give me a different
little
perspective.
does she know I'm right here.
Give me a new perspective on my love life, all that kind of stuff. So and you know, it's like obviously like that's like what I would love clarity on, you know, but I also like don't want to just, and I've never been disappointed by any means. It just, I'm like, huh, that's interesting. I don't know why that didn't come through, you know. Definitely asking for a gentle ceremony. And every time I've been saying that, like I'm asking for a gentle ceremony, in my head, because it's my 4th one, this thought, maybe it's Aya talking to me, but it's like, yeah, we'll give you one more gentle, and then we're gonna go. It's kind of like the vibe. So I'm like, okay, just ease me into it. Like the way that I eased into the last ceremony was so beautiful, with like the angel aliens telling me to come play with them. Come play with me. Come play with me. You are safe. You are loved. You are provided for. I was like, okay, I can do this. We can do this. So I'd like for something sweet, a nice entry. My angel alien friends, whoever you are, welcome me in. Okay, here we are. So Stephanie's gonna sit there. I'm gonna lay here, and then there's 2 other people. And here we go. This is where we're gonna do it. How you feeling?
Give me the juice.
She's ready.
Give me the juice. So I can get loose.
Okay.
Maybe that can be the caption. Drinking the juice to get loose.
Okay. Got my puke bucket. And there's stuff. And we're gonna go to the bathroom. I'm excited and nervous. Exhausted. But I just wanted to record some stuff while it's like still fresh. I'm so tired. I feel like I'm still like, in it too. Wow. Every single ayahuasca ceremony is different. And I think I went into this one with like certain expectations. Like in my other ceremonies, there's like more like profound moments. Like for example, last ceremony, my papa came in and it was like me and him, and it was like this big emotional release, and it was like this long, I call them scenes, like the scene and then moves to the next one. And that was like profound. And then, you know, another time I had an experience with my sister, and that was so profound. And for me this time, like nothing was really like necessarily profound in that moment. Like I really didn't even cry that much. I thought I was gonna be crying the whole time. I only cried a few times. I'm still processing, obviously, like, so I'm gonna keep processing. I'm like fresh out of it / still in it probably. But so there was no like profound situation like that. It was so beautiful. So we drank the first cup and did the hape, and I feel so dizzy right now, to be honest. I'm so tired. I'm like exhausted. Okay, so drink the first cup, did hape, and I'm sitting there waiting. He said that this brew was like Colombian, so he's like, it's gonna clean you out. And I'll tell you what, I went shit so many times this ceremony, way more times than I've ever in any other ceremony. So that was interesting, cleaning me out. So the first 2 hours, like I got up and went to the bathroom a couple times, and I could like kind of feel some stuff going on in my body, but like the visuals, like I wasn't like dropped in. But I thought it was only like 10 minutes, and cause there's no concept of time, right? And so one of the times I was going to the bathroom, Corinne was like, did you want a second cup? And I was like, did he call for a second cup? Cause they'll call in ayahuasca ceremonies, they'll call for a second cup. And like, if you want a second cup, you can obviously participate. If you can like sit up for it, is like typically the rule, like you have to sit up. Cause sometimes you're laying there and your body's so heavy. So walking back from the bathroom, I'm like, he called for a second cup? Cause usually it's like an hour or so in. And I was like, how long has it been? She was like, it's been 2 hours. And I was like, no fucking way. Like I literally thought it was like 10 minutes. And it was like kind of like warming its way in. I don't know. And like he was singing the Icaros, I think is what they're called, and like playing the music. And so I went back in there and took the second cup. Stephanie took a second cup too because she wasn't really feeling much. After that, I felt like the like scenery started coming a lot, and it was like beautiful. But it was interesting because in the other ceremonies I felt like completely like blasted off, like outside of my body. And in this one, I felt like I was still aware of my body, that I had a body, like still grounded in, but like experiencing it. And so I was thinking like, and because the shaman had also said that the medicine's not as strong. So maybe that was like in my head too. But so I'm like having this experience and it's beautiful, and you know, all of the beautiful visuals, and like it was just changing and changing and changing and changing and changing as the music's going, and all of this stuff's changing. And at one point, this is interesting, I think in a past life I died on the Titanic because there was a snapshot where I was in the Titanic, but I was like on a bunk bed and like looking up, and all I could see was above, like there's like a light deck, and it was like one of the workers like, what's going on below? But I was like stuck in my room on the bunk bed, and like this is from like my perspective, and I just like could see the water coming up, and I was like, oh, this is how this life ended. So that was really interesting. It felt like it was like 1 second, but I was on the Titanic, died on the Titanic. I knew it was the Titanic, but literally all I was like, I can't even explain it, but I just knew that that's what it was. Some other stuff like kept coming through as far as like, you know, voicing my opinions, voicing how I'm feeling and feeling safe to feel that. Cause a lot of times I'll like stuff it down and won't say anything, and then it comes out in a wrong way. And there's like some stuff going on with some family that I just need to have a clear about, and I just need to express myself. Yeah, like with my aunt, I need to just let her know some stuff. It's really hard for me with that relationship because like I feel like I don't want to rock the boat because I like love her so much, and she's also like my like, I feel like she's like my only family, and so it's like I feel like I don't want to like, sometimes I don't voice how I'm feeling in order to like keep the calm, but then that's really like kind of cutting me short. Anyways, so I'm sure she'll be happy to have a conversation, but I need to chat with her tomorrow. Just have a clear about some stuff. It'll be great. So I'm in the ceremony, all of this kind of stuff, feeling like sick, whatever, you know. And like what I was saying, like I didn't feel like completely blasted off. Like I felt like I was like still in my body, you know? And so I was like, should I ask for more? Like, should I ask for another, like a third cup? Like, and then it kept coming in my head. And so like I asked Ricardo, I was like, hey, can I get a third cup? And I thought that he had told me, and I was explaining to him, I was like telling him how I feel like there's like another level, and I want to get to the next level, and I feel like I like need the cup. And I was like, it's a beautiful experience, but I just feel like there's another level, and I want to get to that next level. And then I thought that he told me no, you can't have more. So I was like, oh, okay. And maybe I misunderstood, because I laid back down and I was like, okay, like that's okay, like this will be great. And then a few moments later, he like taps me and he has the cup, and I was like, oh, I thought you said no. And he was like, no, I just said hold on a minute. And I was like, oh, okay. So I drank that third cup, and let me tell you, this is my fucking lesson. Why do I always have to fucking get to the next level? Why do I always have to push? Like, why can't I just be in the moment and accept, like, this is what it is right now, and find the gratitude and joy and beauty in that? You know, because I didn't need to drink a fucking third cup, but I did. Because the ceremony ended. Like, he called, he's like, this is the last 2 songs. And I told him, I was like, the ceremony's over in 2 songs? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm still going, because like I was still going. And he's like, that's okay. And I was like, how do I make it stop? And he was like, you don't. And I was like, but is everyone gonna leave? Like, I was so nervous that like I wasn't gonna get out in time, and everyone was gonna leave me, and I was just gonna be there by myself, you know? And he's like, no, we'll be here. Like, it's fine. Like, you just have your experience. And so, you know, he's closing the ceremony, and then at the end, everyone gets together and they like share like what's going on for them. So everyone, and then it was like one of the girls' birthday, and they were like family. So there was like quite a few people in the room, and everyone was up and they were talking, and I'm still fucking tripping. So I'm still like in my experience, like with, you know, my eyes closed and listening to the shares, which was beautiful. And, you know, all of this kind of stuff. But in my head, I was like, oh my God, trying to hurry up. I was like, okay, I'm done. I want this to be done. Like, you know, it was really hard. Everyone was like sharing, and then it was like not everyone left, but most people left. It was me, Stephanie, Ricardo, and his wife. And it was like 7:20, and I was just like, oh my God. And I kept asking, I was like, how much longer? Like, am I almost done? Because it was like really painful for me. And I was also over it, and everyone else was done. So it was just like me, you know? I mean, like they were still in the room and stuff, but I was just like, I want to get this done, you know? And it was like the last like 2 hours, or no, from like 7:20 to like 10:30, I guess 3 hours was fucking hell for me physically. Like, she fucking rocked me. I said, I want the next level, thinking if I drink this third cup, it's going to make the experience, it's going to expand the experience. Like, I'm going to go deeper in this experience, not extend this experience. But the last 3 hours after ceremony was done, like, it wasn't even like, I wasn't getting like visuals, or like, it wasn't like that. I was so fucking sick. Like, oh my God. It was just like the medicine, you know, was moving through, and she rocked me. Like, my stomach was hurting. I was so nauseous. I was like purging. I had to go to the bathroom multiple times. I felt dizzy, and all the while I was like, when is this gonna end? I don't want this to go anymore, you know? So there's a lot of lessons there, in like surrendering, trusting, like, you asked for this. Like, I asked for that third cup, and it was like a joke where, you know, don't give Paige a third cup. That's a rule. Fuck, man, that was hard, dude. I still don't feel like 100%, obviously. Like, I need to shower and go to bed, wake up tomorrow. But I'm gonna record some more stuff tomorrow too, after I like get a good night's sleep, and kind of like collect my thoughts. Stephanie, she was like she wasn't there next to me. Like, apparently she was like laying out in the grass. Like I got up to go to the bathroom one time and I noticed that Stephanie wasn't there for a while. And so I asked Alma, I was like, Stephanie okay? Where is she? And she's like, oh, she's laying out in the grass. Stephanie was laying in the front yard on the grass, which is, by the way, just dirt. She's laying on the dirt face down, puking in the front, you know, purging. And in the front yard, right? The fucking neighbors were having an open house to rent their house. And so people were like walking into the house, and neighbors, and Stephanie said there's this little girl who was like, Mom, what is that girl doing? She's just out in the front yard. Oh my God. And she said, Ricardo went up to her at one point and he goes, are you married? And she goes, I'm married to this grass right now. Oh, so funny. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her sitting ayahuasca. You have to be a warrior champion to do ayahuasca, let me tell you. The girl next to me, when they were like, the ceremony was done for everyone else except for me, and she was sharing, I was still in it, you know? Wow. And she was like saying, she shared her share, and then she goes, and this one next to me, she was purging like a fucking warrior. And I was like, me? She's like, yeah. And I was like, thanks. It's all the combo. I didn't know that I was purging like a warrior, but I mean, I guess I was. I guess that was my energy. Because like when I purge, I'm just like, okay, I got this. Breathe, get it out. Every experience is different, and there's a lot of lessons to learn. Yeah. More tomorrow. Hello, good morning. Okay, so today it is Thursday, and so ceremony was on Monday, Tuesday was, so this is 3 days after the ceremony, and I've been processing a lot and reflecting on my experience, and this always happens, like it's so beautiful during the ceremony, of course, you know, and then like the next couple of days, like when you're processing, like more lessons come to you, and like, yeah, it's, so I wanted to come on here and kind of recall my experience, or like share my experience and share what I've learned even in these past couple days. I know I recorded a clip like right after ceremony. I'm a little fucking out of it too. I just rewatched it. So I'm fully back now and refreshed and showered, and it's a few days later. So yeah, so I might repeat some things that I said the first night, and that's okay. Okay, but let's just get into it. So like I was mentioning earlier, you know, like there wasn't necessarily like a profound moment like in my previous ceremonies, you know, and I know that I had said like, cause I didn't cry, and it's like, I don't have to cry to have a profound experience, of course, you know. I asked for a third cup because I thought that my experience was going to be enhanced this way, and I was going to go deeper in, and it was it was like Mama Aya was going to give it, she fucking rocked me, right? And I firmly understand and believe with my whole heart and soul that we are never given anything we can't handle, and we are always given exactly what we need. I am always given exactly what I need. I understand that. And so what I thought, I'm going to go deeper in the experience this way, it just prolonged my experience this way. And the ceremony was over, and all my fears of like being abandoned and like being left behind came up, and Stephanie's my girl, and like she's not patient, and I could tell that she was getting like irritated because I was still in it, but also it's like there's literally nothing I can do except for what I'm doing, because I couldn't rush I couldn't get it out, you know. I am like, the shaman called for like the last 2 cups, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna rewind a little bit and kind of go from the beginning actually too. Sorry if I'm jumping all around, but this is just how my brain's processing right now. So yeah, so ceremony began, and it was interesting because I was so scared I was really scared, like nervous going into it. And then we drank the medicine and just laid back. And at that point, it's like, you have to just fully surrender. And I'm like, okay, here we go, you know, just waiting. And then, like I mentioned, you know, like got up to go to the bathroom and didn't realize like how much time had passed. So me and Stephanie both drank a second cup. And after that, like, that's when like the visuals started coming. And I just remember when the visuals started coming, I was like, fuck, man, like, I forgot how beautiful she is. Like, she's so beautiful. Like, just like, God, you know? And it's like, I've said to people, like, you know, like you blast off, you go to another dimension, but it's also like, I feel like that dimension is always here. We're just, as humans, like, we're not necessarily like available to it. And in ayahuasca you are, and it's just so gorgeous, you know? And it's like, there's so much more to life. There's so much more to my soul than just this physical body and just this lifetime. Like, there's so much out there, you know? I know it sounds weird, but it like makes me not that I'm scared of dying, but like when I die, when that time comes, because we all die, like, it's all good, dude. Like, I know, I see what's gonna happen, you know, I see, it's like just so fucking beautiful. And so, okay, so this, you know, all this stuff's going in. I told you about the Titanic. It was so funny because like that scene happened, and I remember this, like, after, I always connect with the music, and I was asked like, what was that song? And it was like this beautiful piano music playing, and I died on the Titanic, and I was in the bunk bed, and I saw like the deck man, you know, like, look out below. And I died, and I remember like having no emotion around it, just like knowing I died, and then that moved on. And I remember thinking like, wait, go back, like bring the scene back, like, because I was like, wait a second, what just happened? But then we just like moved on, you know, kept moving on. And so it was like, I was still aware of my body most of the time. Some of the time I was like getting there, and I just like, based on like my past experiences, like I've definitely blasted off like way more, and that's what I needed in that moment. And so that's why I asked for the third cup, because I thought that I would go deeper this way, like blast out of my body, but it just prolonged my experience. And so I drank the third cup, and you know, while I thought it was going to enhance it that way, it didn't enhance the visuals, it didn't enhance it that way, it enhanced the duration, and it made me sick as fuck. Ricardo called for the last 2 songs, and I was like, come here. And he came over, and I was like, the ceremony's over? And he was like, yeah, in 2 songs. And I was like, but I'm still going, because like I could feel like this was not going to be done anytime soon. And he's like, I know, that's okay. And I was like, are you guys I was so scared that they were going to leave, that I was going to be abandoned, that I was just going to be there, because there's nothing I could do. All I could do is lay there and surrender and just fucking work through it. And he's like, no, it's okay. So like the ceremony's ended, and everyone's doing their shares, and I'm here, and it's just like, it wasn't like the beautiful visuals that I was like getting. It was just like, I just felt like so sick. Like, she rocked me hard. And then people left. It was like 7:20. From like 7:20 to like 10:30, I died, like physically, like it was hell. And I was just like, I kept asking like, how much longer, Ricardo, how much longer? Is it over? Is it going to be over? You know? Because I'm like aware of like what's going on, but still totally like in it. Like even when I went to the bathroom, it was just like the floor is moving. One time during ceremony, I was in the bathroom, and I like was, you know, going to the bathroom, and then when I was done, I swear to God, I like transported, and like my fucking face was in the puke bucket, just puking. I don't even, like, it was just so, I was like on the toilet, and then I was like on the floor. Like it was like I blinked my eyes and I was there. It was interesting. Dude. So yeah, and I felt like Stephanie was getting irritated, which she was for a moment. I just know her. She's not she's not patient. She doesn't like waiting. And she had just gone through this, so she was not feeling it. She wanted to go home and sleep, you know, but it's also like, there's literally nothing I can do except for exactly what I'm doing. It's just laying here and surrendering, you know? So, and I'm like, I shouldn't have asked for that third cup, but it's like, no, I should have, because this was my ceremony and this was my lesson. And you are always given exactly what you need, you know? And in processing, talking with Stephanie and like talking through things, it's like I shared earlier in this, a couple days prior, when I was like recording about my heart hurting about like a partner and all this kind of stuff. And it's just like, I truly believe that everyone gets what they need. And so sometimes, you know, when I think like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not good enough? It's like, because I see other people in relationships and I'm like, how can they be in a relationship? And like, I'm not, you know, and it's, everyone has their own journey in life and everyone has their own lessons and they're given what they need exactly when they need it. And I fully believe that, you know, I know that there are lessons to learn as an individual. And I know that there are different levels and depths of healing and growing that happen when you're with a partner and like the dynamic of that. And so for whatever reason, like that's just not, I guess, what I am ready for, even though I feel totally ready, you know? I mean, I guess it's just like surrendering, because it's like there's nothing more to do. It's just like in the ceremony, right? When I was like, there's nothing I can do except for be here and just do what I'm doing and let it work its way through, right? There's nothing more for me to do for a partner. Like, I'm just gonna keep doing me, you know? But like a full surrender to it, which I'm still working through, still processing. A full surrender of understanding that I am always given exactly what I need. So I'm still working through that. And it brings up emotions, obviously, because like, you know, my conscious self, like, I want it now. Like, let me work what, you know, like, let me go and let me achieve this. Let me get this, you know. But surrender, there's been multiple times in my life that I've surrendered, and I recorded a podcast on this too, actually, like a long time ago. It's called Surrender is My Superpower, because it is. And it's just like in ayahuasca, when you're in Aya, you have to surrender. Those last 3 hours when my body was hell, I kept asking, how do I get out? How do I make it end? And he's like, you just have to surrender and know that this too will pass. This is for your highest and best good. And everything will be okay. And so it's a big lesson for me in surrendering. Aya always helps me voice my opinions too, right? Like, say what I mean and like not be so concerned with other people's feelings about it. Like, on Tuesday, I had that conversation with my aunt that I needed to, and it was a good conversation, not like the best conversation ever, but I'm really happy that I like stayed true and stayed true to my like message and what I was trying to come across. And I was just coming from love. And, you know, I think it's like a good starting point to like work through some things, because my feelings in this situation are valid and my feelings are important, and I deserve to express myself and be heard and seen and witnessed in that, you know? Aya always helps me voice what the fuck I need to say after. I love her for that. I wanted my sister to come through. I called for her one time, but it wasn't in this ceremony, and that's okay. Yeah, but you know, lesson is being grateful for what you have in the moment, for what's going on right now in the present, and finding the beauty in that, because it was beautiful. Because the visuals, it was so beautiful. What I was seeing, like whatever the fuck was going on, like it was so beautiful. I wanted more. I needed to go deeper. I needed to push myself. And so she fucking pushed me right back in a different way. I'm not gonna give you more visuals, Paige. I'm gonna make you fucking sick, girl. That's what happened. I want everyone to do ayahuasca. It's so beautiful. She's such a beautiful teacher. It's so, you know, I said there's no profound moment, and I would literally just say it's so profound, because it is. I'm saying, like, the surrender to trusting is what I'm working through right now. What a lesson. Surrender and trust. When I say that right now, when I say like surrender and trust to the situation, to the process, like it's like this like internal battle that I have, right? Because like part of me is like, yes, like surrender, trust, like, yes, you know, this is what you should do. And then the other part of me is like that like angry, like frustrated, like little girl who's not getting her way and like not getting what she wants, you know? I posted a reel on Tuesday night, and I just kind of did like a compilation of like scenes, and I played a fire fucking plant medicine song, like a native song. It was so beautiful. And I wrote this caption about how I was feeling about, you know, I was addicted to drugs for like 5 years, and it led me to Sober 2020, and then led me on my journey to plant medicine. And I was explaining that, and I just said in the post, like, you know, I've been single for 5 years and my heart hurts, and I feel like, what am I doing? Like, am I not good enough? Like, what am I doing wrong? I feel like it's never gonna happen. And normally on all my posts, like, there's like a learning lesson, or they're positive or inspirational. And at the end I said, I'm not gonna turn this around. Like, and I said also, like, I know that I've loved in other lifetimes. I just so often wonder if it's in my soul's destiny to love in this lifetime. And I don't know if it's gonna happen for me. And I said, that's where I'm at. I'm not gonna turn this post around. I'm not gonna make it, you know, I'm not gonna make it positive, because that's where I'm at, and so that's where I'll sit. And I wrote this, and it was a reel. And for whatever reason, I just always think like people just watch reels, like they don't read the caption. And usually like I caption over my reels, like I'll put like copy over the reels so that way they see like some message in it, but I didn't put any words in the video. I just put a compilation of like the ayahuasca journey, kind of like what you're seeing, the fire song, and then the caption. And I literally thought, like, I don't even think anyone's gonna read this, and I don't care, because this is for me, and I'll be able to come back and reflect on this, you know? And I posted it, and I got an overwhelming amount of like comments and DMs and so much fucking love around it. That was beautiful. I love ayahuasca. I love plant medicine. I love healing. I love spirituality. I love growth. I love the universe. I love it all. Going into the ceremony too, I was like, I think this is gonna be my last one. Like, I don't ever have to do this again if I don't want to. Ayahuasca was like, ha, you're coming back to me, baby. Because I am. Even the next day, I was like, damn, dude, I want to go again. Like, because lots of people, when they do ayahuasca, they'll sit like a couple nights in a row, because you're already like, you're prepped, you're mentally there, you've blocked time out. And so I was like, on Tuesday, I remember I was like, fuck, man, I really want to do wish I was doing another ceremony. Yeah, so I will sit again. And it'll all line up. I would love to sit with some of my clients, some of my girls, my OG clients. So we'll see. The next ceremony, when the time is right, and it will present itself for sure. But I will be doing one again very soon. I don't know about very soon, but like in the new year. Obviously, it's December. So probably maybe like March, April, I'll do another one. But I'm going to do sit for 2 for sure. So, yeah. I hope that you enjoyed this ayahuasca journey vlog. Yeah. Aho.
Add it up.